I like to know where people stand so I know how to treat you accordingly.
They be trying to do it, I'm just doing me. Yeah. I be working hard and they just want it free.
Be competitive with yourself.
Hey, what's going on? It's Jsean for another quick and cool pickup. This kind of more, not really on the pickup side, but more on the advice side. This is just a simple opinion of mine based on my experience and give you the breakdown so you can determine what the best option is for you. Now, this is about AirPods, right? So you got the AirPods 1, which is basically right here. Here you go. Then I got the, I don't have the AirPods 2, but here's the AirPods 3, right? And then I got the AirPods Pro. I'm going to give you my experience, and hopefully with my experience, you can help make a better decision. Now, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter about this or that. It matters about how they fit in your ear. That is the hardest part that you need to figure out first, right? So there was a lot of people who didn't think that the AirPods 1 fit, right? Excuse how dirty these are. The crazy thing is I've always had one of those protective cases on them with this and my AirPods Pro, but they will always get dirty, just like when you put a clear case or something like that on an iPhone or any other phone. Dirt gets inside, it starts scratching it, it starts getting messed up. So my AirPods 1, they always fit to me similar to the regular earbuds that Apple came out with. They worked decent, they were fine. I didn't really complain about it. When I bent over grabbing something like working on my car or anything like that, yes, they did fall out of my ears every once in a while. Long story short, what happened is I lost one, right? So I only have one available. These are the ones with the long stem. They're comfortable as far as being lightweight. They don't stick in your ear very tight, but they work, right? So going forward, I was like, you know what? My goal at that point, because the sound quality was okay, the functionality was okay. My goal at that point was finding something that would stick in my ear and I wouldn't have to worry about losing it or falling out. So here comes the story with these right here, which is basically the AirPods Pro, right? This is the regular one with the charging case and all that good stuff. Now, for me personally, I actually don't prefer in-ear buds. I actually don't really like, I'm trying to make sure they ain't too nasty looking or something, but I actually don't prefer these or any kind of earbud in my ear. It makes me feel like I can't hear, or feels like somebody has like you're covering your ear up and you can't, what's the best way I can explain it? It makes me feel like you're covering your ear up and it's hard for you to hear how loud you talk. So when you do that, you tend to yell and stuff like that. But the good thing about these particular earbuds is that it has a transparency mode, which basically allows some of the ambient noise to come in and mix with that so you can hear, and it doesn't feel like your ears are plugged. So you can still kind of hear the environment. You still hear what you're listening to. That's a plus, right? This time I tried to learn from my mistakes from the AirPod 1s, basically. And what I did is I ended up getting Apple Care on the AirPods Pro. Now, it was all good because what happened was I actually damaged one of them. And then during the same time, the other one, one got ran over by a car. So it was physically a little messed up, but it didn't look as bad as you would think, being run over by a car. I lost it. I backtracked, and thank goodness I found it right where I walked. I didn't even realize it fell out of my ear. The crazy thing, even though I can tell it's in my ear, for some reason, I got used to it and I couldn't even tell that it was in my ear or it fell out of my ear. Going forward, during that time of the swapping out process, I did have to pay a fee, but it wasn't too bad, right? The other one started crackling or doing something strange where I was like, you know what? I might as well swap both of them out. So when you have Apple Care, at least for AirPods or this type of stuff with Apple, if you still have the item, what you pay, it might have been $25 an earbud or something like that, and they swapped them out. Fast forward, I lost one of these too. So I ended up losing one of these, and now I'm stuck with one earbud. The crazy thing is this one, man, this is dirty. This is like literally like lint from your pocket and all kind of crazy stuff. Not earwax stuff, even though that is definitely going to happen because I see nasty stuff in here. Definitely recommend you getting a Q-tip, toothpick, and cleaning your stuff out every once in a while. I don't care how clean your ears are. It is going to show up sooner or later, right? Anyway, so I got one from each ear. What I did learn to save battery life is when I talk and just during the day so I can hear, plus swap one out at a time, I would basically have one in my ear, and then when it dies, I would put the other one in my ear and have this charge and rotate them. That way it would last all day. Now, because I have one earbud, I would basically carry both of these around. I would use one. When it dies, I put one of these on back and forth, and it was kind of getting annoying. So with that being said, since then I bought the Beats Buds. I don't know exactly what they're called, but they're the Beats versions. They're not that bad. They're only, I think they got them on sale for like 120 or something like that. Price wise, they're decent. They fit okay. I preferred white, so they blend in. Even though white sticks out, it just to me it doesn't stick out as much as like the black or the red. It just looks like something's in your ear, where the white kind of just fades away in how you see. I can't explain what that means, but it just doesn't look as obvious like something's in your ear. I don't know if it's from wearing a white iPods. It's just a cleaner look to me. The sound was decent. A lot of people complained about the sound quality as far as on phone calls. They said the Beats had typical Beats type of sound quality as far as music is concerned. I really didn't get that from the music side of it. I thought they were okay. They weren't bad. They were good value for the buck, right? No complaints about it. But what happened is they had the AirPods 3. So the AirPods 3, what I did notice is that they ended up having, they were coming out for the price point of, I think it was 180, but during that same time frame, they had AirPods Pro and they were on sale for 190. And the AirPods Pro that are 190 actually is the newer version of this, which was released like a couple years ago. The newer version, which was just released last year, is the same exact thing, but it comes with a MagSafe charging case. Now, I don't need the MagSafe, but I just felt like if I got that, it wouldn't be old stock earbuds sitting around discharging on its own, because that's what happens with anything that's rechargeable. It won't last forever, because I noticed these don't last long at all. This is the AirPods 1. My AirPods Pro, or the single one I have, doesn't last that long at all like it used to. It just starts fading out over time like any rechargeable type of battery. The more you use it, the more you're basically going to lose how long it hold the charge over a certain amount of time. Boom. This is the 3. So I got the 3 and the Pro again, and I wasn't sure which route I wanted to take. Now, I'm going to tell you this, and I know this is way longer already than I even wanted to make this, but let me just explain. So the thing that I heard bad about the 3s, right, is that the fit. So sound quality compared to the Pro, it is louder for sure. It's probably almost a third to anywhere from a third to even a half louder than the AirPod Pros, right? So sound quality, it is louder and it is a little bit better. It sounds more spatial. I can't explain it, just more clear a little bit. To me, it does have a little bit better sound quality, right? And they don't squeeze in your ear where you feel like something's jammed in your ear in that type of uncomfortable situation, if you're the type that don't like that. The other advantage is, I believe it has some type of water resistance rating, where the AirPods Pro, I don't believe they do, even though I've never run across an issue. Even being in light rain, it's not like I'm trying to get them wet, but at the same time, I've never had issues doing any type of exercising in my ear or whatever the case is. When I first put the AirPods 3 in my ear, they felt so light in comparison that I felt like they were going to fall out. They didn't fall out, even though I have dropped them one time. They kind of, I can't explain it. They're not the same as, it's not the same as this. Not like you think. If you look at the AirPod Pro, a lot of people think that it's just the same exact, it's the same exact thing, except one is missing the tip. The more I look at it, the 3 right here, let me see, hold on. The 3 is here, and this is the Pro, okay? What I notice is with this one is it's fatter on the edge than it is here, even if you pop this off. This is a little more pointy at the end, and this is a little fatter at the end. And I think this fat part right here kind of helps allow it to sit in your, I don't know if it's called an ear cavity, I don't know, whatever the area right here, ear canal, I don't know. It kind of helps, just lets it sit there. It doesn't lock in place, but it kind of just sits there. So I know somebody else who has the 3s and the 1s, and they fit comfortably for them, and they feel like it fits perfect and there's no issues. They have little ears. I have bigger ears, but what they say with the 3s is they definitely fit different on depending on which ear that you're putting them in. And I did notice that for me, because everybody's ear is going to be a little different. They're not going to be perfect matching pairs of how your ears fit and all that different stuff. I mean, if you understand about your face, even if you put a line in the middle of your face, both sides of your face are slightly different as well. So that's just part of how we're made up. So the 3s fit my ear comfortably. but they were so light that they felt like they're going to fall out, even though they actually weren't going to fall out. But the right ear actually did feel like it could fall out. It didn't feel like it was fitting as comfortably as my left side. So with that being said, you have to figure out which one just fits your ear. If both of them, say all of them fit your ear, there's still a different purpose for everything. So if you're driving and it's very loud, so when I first got the threes and I put on the Pro back and forth, and mind you, only had one Pro at the time. I didn't open it. I still have the Pro here. I still have the Pro with the MagSafe here. I didn't even peel it yet. What happens is it was very loud in the environment because I was driving, and it sounded like the threes didn't sound good, but it's only because all that ambient noise was drowning out what I could hear. Now in the Pros, with the noise cancellation and then being deeper in your ear, even without noise cancellation, it kind of blocks out the ambient noise a bit better. So it makes it seem like the sound is a little more better. You know what I mean? So you have to find out what your use is. If you're somebody who's always in a gym or loud environments, taking a train, a bus, something like that, where you need to drown out the sound, then you may want to look into the Pros. But if you don't like something in your ear, you might want to look into the threes. But if the threes don't fit your ear, at the end of the day, you got to figure out what fits your ear first. If they all fit your ear, kind of look at them like a different purpose for each different bud. You know what I'm saying? So I got one that I use every day, daily, just regular. But if there's a point where I really need it to stick in my ear or be a little more secure, because you can still lose them like I already have. It doesn't matter how well they seem to fit. Something where I need cancellation. See, in my everyday, I actually realize I don't need the cancellation. I actually can't utilize it because I need to hear what's around me. So this is where I think the threes fit for me. They don't fit that secure as the Pros for me, even though I like the threes a little bit better. They're supposed to be better battery life as well, to be honest. And I don't count how long I need to recharge. I always put them back in the case of charge anyway. So I'm not really knowing how long they're lasting before they die anyway. So I never personally notice how different that is. I do notice that it's louder when I compare them side by side, but as just using them, I never noticed like, wow, these are so much louder. It wasn't until I A/B'd them like, wow, they are a lot louder. But the Pros are good if you just need the noise cancellation. If you don't need the noise cancellation, then you don't even worry about it. You can, right now you can get the Pros on sale a lot of times where they're very similar to the cost of the threes, but I'm glad I did try the threes before I wrote them off completely and I tried them for myself. So at the end of the day, you got to try them for yourself. You got to go to a place that's reputable that allows you to do this, even though it's kind of weird that you can put an earbud in your ear and then return them. Best Buy, depending on your situation at your local electronics store, how they work, but Best Buy let me take back the Beats, and I just use that credit towards getting this replacement, you know what I mean? And I decided, well, the difference was so little to me that I felt like it was just worth paying a little more and getting the option that was better fit for what I wanted, or what I think I wanted at least. Again, MagSafe is not necessary, but it was the later version, so I would pick that over the other one because I still believe it can still wireless charge just like the threes do, and I believe the threes is also MagSafe. Those cases that you get, I wish they had a plastic loop so you can carry it on your keys or something, and had like a clip, like not a clip, but where it snaps a little bit with the magnet and then clips like when you squeeze it. Because at the end of the day, when you put those cases and coverings on it, you're going to get it scratched up and beat up. It gets even dirtier without it, it seems. And I can't tell you how it's going to fit you. I can only kind of explain how it may or may not fit based on my experiences. But hopefully I gave you a little insight of just how to look at it going forward when you are interested. It's about to be Christmas time. A lot of people are going to be looking at stuff like this. Look for sales. I would say if you do want the Pros, I would say try to find that sale, because right now they go down to $199 and even at $190 at certain times. I'm pretty sure it's going to fluctuate. It could be because the holidays, usually Apple doesn't even go on sale like that. But it could also mean that they have a version 2 coming in the near future. But what I saw, if it does, it won't even be till 2022. With that being said, make sure you do everything at top level, at your top level. Remember, you're no competition with anybody except yourself. So make sure your next move is your best move, or at least your better move. Until next time. All right, later.